Step up, folks. Buy your ticket.
She swallows a lighted,
Include a big rubber nose.
masters of mirth and merriment.
While circus freaks can be really fun, their strange appearances can sometimes be something out of the horror. In the world of the circus, the extraordinary takes center stage. These individuals, called freaks, possessed physical anomalies so astounding that they defied explanation. As we embark on the journey into the lives of these circus performers, you'll learn of the remarkable attributes that make them stand out in their world and continue to fascinate us. Join us as we explore the lives of these 15 circus freaks that actually existed. Number 15, the original Siamese twins. Born in 1811 in Siam, what is now Thailand, Chang and Eng Bunker were the most famous conjoined twins of their time. They have left an enduring mark on history. Their fame was so immense that the term Siamese twins entered the English language, forever associating their place of birth with this phenomenon. Physically, they were connected at the sternum by a band of flesh and cartilage, with their livers fused. However, despite their physical bond, they were distinct individuals in terms of personality and temperament. Their incredible journey began when they were discovered by British merchant Robert Hunter and American sea captain Abel Coffin. Recognizing the unique showmanship the twins could offer, they recruited Chang and Eng into the world of entertainment when the brothers were just 17 years old. Starting their careers as carnival exhibitors, they later embarked on their own tours, quickly becoming international celebrities who drew massive crowds wherever they performed. That way, they challenged the dehumanizing aspects of the entertainment culture of their time. Chang and Eng were not only remarkable performers, but also savvy businessmen. They skillfully negotiated contracts and managed their brand, gaining control over their careers and achieving a level of autonomy and dignity that many of their contemporaries in similar positions could only dream of. After their successful show business careers, the twins retired to North Carolina, adopted the surname Bunker, and led surprisingly conventional lives as American citizens. They acquired property, even owned slaves, and both married sisters, Adelaide and Sarah Yates. Together, they raised a total of 21 children, with several of them joining their later tours, adding to the rich tapestry of the Bunker twins' story. In a poignant twist of fate, the Bunker twins passed away on the same day in 1874, united until the very end. They are remembered not only for their distinctive physical condition, but also for their resilience, adaptability, and the unprecedented lives they led in the face of social adversity. Even over a century after their deaths, the lives of Chang and Eng Bunker continue to captivate, serving as a powerful reminder of the multifaceted nature of the human condition. Number 14, the Camel Girl. The Camel Girl stands out as a unique and intriguing figure from the 19th century panorama circus scene. Born in Tennessee in 1873, she was named Ella Harper, and she grappled with a rare orthopedic condition known as congenital genu recurvatum. This condition caused her knees to bend backward, resulting in a distinctive gait like a camel's stride. Just as her name signifies, her condition became the focal point of her performances. With a remarkable ability to move using her hands and feet, Harper enhanced her resemblance to a quadruped despite her physical challenges. Her bubbling and charismatic personality also endeared her to the public. At the peak of her popularity, she was the shining star of Harris's nickel-plate circus, reportedly earning a considerable $200 a week. Her posters boldly proclaimed her as the most wonderful phenomenon of nature since the creation of the world. Despite the success she found in the entertainment industry, Ella Harper harbored aspirations for a different life. In an interview back in 1886, she expressed her longing to leave the circus and attend school. True to her words, Harper eventually disappeared from the spotlight. Little is known about her life after retirement, with records indicating her passing in 1921. Harper's narrative as the Camel Girl adds an essential thread to the tapestry of the freak show era. It encapsulates the dual nature at the core of the sideshow experience, which is the promise of financial success and independence, and the exploitation and objectification inherent to the industry. Above all, Her story serves as a potent testament to human resilience and adaptability in the face of extraordinary circumstances. It reminds us of the rich diversity of human experiences and underscores the indomitable force of the human spirit. Number 13. The Four-Legged Woman. Myrtle Corbin, known far and wide as the Four-Legged Woman, takes up a unique place in the captivating annals of the sideshow. Corbin was born in 1868 in Tennessee as a dipygus. That's a medical term referring to the condition of having two lower parts of the body. In her case, this meant she possessed two separate pelvises, each complete with its own pair of legs. There was a smaller and less functional pair accompanying the other. It was a rare and remarkable condition that naturally set her on a path toward show business. At the tender age of 13, Myrtle Corbin joined P.T. Barnum's Circus, where she swiftly rose to fame as one of the most renowned and profitable attractions. Audiences were captivated by her, often asking her to demonstrate her authenticity by moving her smaller set of legs during her performances. Amid the inherent exploitation that came with her line of work, Corbin managed to leverage her unique position to secure financial independence. She reportedly earned an impressive sum, upwards of $450 a week, a substantial income in the late 19th century. This financial success granted her a level of autonomy that would have been otherwise unattainable given her physical condition. Beyond her career, Corbin led a relatively conventional life. She married and went on to have 5 children, disproving doctors' claims that her condition would render her unable to conceive. Eventually, she retired from the circus world after her marriage, seeking a more private life away from the relentless public gaze. Myrtle Corbin's life story encapsulates the complex and often contradictory nature of the entertainment industry. On one hand, it afforded her a lucrative career and a degree of financial independence that was a rarity for women during that era. On the other hand, it was a career fundamentally based on public exhibition and the exploitation of her physical differences. Today, her story stands as a poignant reminder of how society has historically treated those who deviate from the norm. Number 12. Lobster Boy. The Lobster Boy's story delves into the complex world of the show circuit, where he stood out due to a rare congenital condition called ectrodactyly. This condition caused malformations of the hands and feet, giving them a claw-like appearance. His name was Grady Stiles, Jr., and he hailed from a lineage of lobster people, a condition that had been present in his family since the 1840s. Born in 1937 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it was no surprise that he followed in his ancestors' footsteps, starting to perform in sideshows at a young age. His unique lobster-like hands and feet became his defining feature and the source of his livelihood. However, Grady Stiles Jr.'s life was anything but a straightforward narrative of a man with a physical deformity, making a living in the only way available to him. In stark contrast to some of his contemporaries, who are often remembered for their kindness and resilience, Stiles gained notoriety for his violent and unpredictable behavior. Throughout his life, he battled alcoholism, a struggle that often fueled his aggressive tendencies. This aggression extended beyond verbal outbursts. It manifested in physical violence towards his family, tragically resulting in the murder of his daughter's fiancé. Stiles' actions led to his exile from the sideshow community, a group known for embracing those rejected by society. Remarkably, he never served prison time due to the logistical challenges of accommodating his physical condition. Instead, he was placed on 15 years of probation, during which his violent tendencies persisted. In a chilling turn of events, Grady Stiles Jr. met a tragic end in 1992 when he was murdered, a plot orchestrated by his wife, Mary Hay, and a hired hitman named Chris Wyant. This marked a grim conclusion to an already troubled life. Stiles' narrative underscores the reality that beneath the spectacle of the show, performers were real individuals, each with their own stories, challenges, and, in his case, demons. Number 11. The Penguin Girl. Originally named Ruth, this woman decided to adopt the French word for cute as her stage name, which stuck. At one point, she even went by the moniker Mickey Mignon. Mignon was born in the early 20th century and was diagnosed with phocomelia, a condition that stunted limb growth and fused her fingers into fin-like formations. This unique condition led her to walk with a distinctive penguin-like gait, which ultimately inspired her stage name, Mignon. However, she was far more than her remarkable physique. She was a talented musician, proficient in playing the exotic marimba, an African xylophone. Mignon's musical prowess was so impressive that her act garnered attention and admiration. She had the honor of performing at prominent events like the 1933 Century of Progress Exposition in Chicago and the 1939 and 1940 World's Fairs in New York City. Her remarkable talent transcended her physical appearance, earning her a well-deserved place in the spotlight. She was a diligent and hard-working artist who dedicated herself to entertaining her audience. In her personal life, Mignon experienced love and companionship through 2 marriages. Her first husband, L'Argot, was a man without physical anomalies, and together they welcomed a healthy son into the world. Later, she married Earl Davis, also known as Hoppy the Frog Boy, who was a former acrobat with his own unique set of physical challenges. The couple performed together for nearly a decade before retiring from the spotlight in the 1960s. As Mignon faded from the public eye during her later years, the final chapters of her life remain shrouded in mystery. However, what remains undeniable is that Mignon was an extraordinary individual who triumphed over physical challenges to become a gifted artist and a beloved star. Number 10. The Pinhead. In the world of the circus, few performers could claim a uniqueness quite like Schlitzie, affectionately known as Pinhead Schlitzie. Schlitzie became a constant presence in circus sideshows, carnivals, and even Hollywood films during the early and mid-20th century. He was born with microcephaly, a neurological disorder resulting in an abnormally small, pointed skull and cognitive development challenges. However, Schlitzie stood out not only due to his distinctive appearance, but also his endearing and affectionate personality. One notable moment in his journey was his role in the 1932 Hollywood film classic directed by Tod Browning. Browning, with prior experience in the traveling carnival circuit, cast Schlitzie alongside several other genuine sideshow performers. At the time, the film was a commercial disappointment, but it has since earned its status as a classic. It provided a captivating and, though dramatized, intimate look into the lives of sideshow performers and circus enthusiasts. Sideshow operators often resorted to sensational claims, presenting Schlitzie as an exotic missing link or an extraterrestrial visitor. This tactic aimed to add intrigue and allure, drawing audiences to pay for a glimpse despite the exaggerated narratives. Yet, his inherent charm shone through his interactions with the audience, marked by his kindness and infectious childlike enthusiasm. He won over many hearts. The details of Schlitzie's birth and early life remain mysterious, but it is believed that his biological parents sold him to a sideshow due to his condition. Remarkably, his career in the carnival world spanned 4 decades, despite the exploitative nature of such shows. Numerous accounts suggest that he genuinely found contentment in his carnival life, forming close bonds with his colleagues, whom he considered family. Schlitzie's story is compelling not solely because of his unique appearance or condition, but rather because of his enduring and captivating human spirit. Despite being born into a world that often marginalizes those who are different, Schlitzie carved out a distinct place for himself. His life, though filled with challenges, also brimmed with joy, camaraderie, and love. Beyond being just the Pinhead, Schlitzie was an individual who, in his unique way, touched the hearts of many. Number 9. Betty Lou Williams. Betty Lou Williams was a girl born with a parasitic twin attached to her side. When we say attached, we mean there were 2 legs, a small arm-like appendage, and a more developed arm with 3 fingers hidden deep within her abdomen. However, Betty Lou didn't let her unusual condition hold her back. Instead, she boldly joined the circus, where she became a star of the freak show circuit, earning an astonishing $1,000 a week. Betty Lou became very rich, and her generosity knew no bounds. She used her newfound wealth to purchase her parents a sprawling 260-acre farm and sent all of her siblings off to college. It's a remarkable display of kindness and love for her family, but life, as we know, isn't always a smooth ride. Despite her success, Betty Lou encountered heartbreak and betrayal. She fell head over heels in love with a charming suitor, only to discover that he was nothing more than a thieving scoundrel. He made off with a substantial portion of her hard-earned money, leaving her in a state of shock and disappointment. If that weren't enough, tragedy struck when Betty Lou suffered a severe asthma attack at the young age of 23. This cruel twist of fate led to her untimely demise as she succumbed to asphyxiation. Indeed, life's journey is filled with unexpected twists and turns, and it's often the most unconventional paths that lead to both success and profound impact. Betty Lou Williams, with her indomitable spirit and boundless generosity, will always be remembered as a shining example of the resilience of the human spirit. Number 8, the Elastic Man. Felix Worrell, also known as the Elastic Man, possessed a remarkable talent that defied the limits of his condition, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. This genetic disorder bestowed upon Felix an extraordinary ability to stretch his skin and manipulate his fingers in ways that left onlookers in awe. His unique gift catapulted him into the spotlight as a star performer at the renowned Barnum and Bailey Circus, where he left audiences astounded by his incredible elasticity. Yet, Felix's exceptional talent was not confined to the boundaries of the circus ring. It found utility in everyday situations, often amusingly surprising his friends at the bar or fellow shoppers at the grocery store. While his elasticity could startle the unprepared, it was undoubtedly a testament to the incredible adaptability of the human body. The question of circuses like Barnum and Bailey exploiting individuals like Felix for profit or providing a valuable platform for those with unique talents is a complex one. Opinions on this matter vary widely, and there is no one-size-fits-all answer. What cannot be denied, however, is that Felix's remarkable elasticity was an exceedingly rare gift. It enabled him to carve out a name for himself in the world of entertainment and, perhaps most importantly, provided a means of supporting his family in a way that would have otherwise been unattainable. Therefore, he stands as a true marvel of human ability, a testament to the power of perseverance and determination. His story reminds us that sometimes within the most unusual talents and conditions lie remarkable opportunities for personal and professional fulfillment. Number 7. General Tom Thum. Charles Sherwood Stratton was born in 1838 in Connecticut, and he initially showed no apparent physical abnormalities. However, his growth came to an abrupt halt at around 6 months old, resulting in a final adult height of only 102 centimeters, or approximately 40 inches, when he reached 4 years of age. Stratton was discovered by none other than the famed showman P.T. Barnum, who, interestingly, was a distant relative. Under Barnum's guidance, he underwent a remarkable transformation. Rebranded as General Tom Thum after the diminutive character from English folklore, a captivating backstory was crafted for him, claiming that Stratton was an 11-year-old discovered in England. Barnum honed Stratton's talents, teaching him to sing, dance, and perform impersonations, molding him into a consummate entertainer. With his small stature, acting prowess, and charming personality, Stratton became a sensation, embarking on tours that spanned America and Europe, where he entertained notable figures like Queen Victoria and President Lincoln. Remarkably, his career extended beyond the stage. He ventured into business, investing his earnings wisely. He also led a relatively normal and successful life, marrying another little person, Lavinia Warren, in a lavish wedding hosted by Barnum. This event, in 1863, became one of the most talked-about occasions of the era. The passing of Charles Sherwood Stratton in 1883, at the age of 45, marked the end of an extraordinary life as General Tom Thum. His journey exemplifies the multifaceted nature of show business, which, while often exploitative, also offered significant opportunities and wealth. His life wasn't devoid of hardship or scrutiny, underscoring the nuanced complexities of the freak show era. Stratton's story is a reminder of the diverse experiences of those in the entertainment industry. Number 6. Prince Randian, Worm Man. Prince Randian was born without limbs, but he was anything but helpless. Despite having only nubs for arms and nearly absent legs, he became a sensation in the world of showbiz. Randian astounded audiences with his remarkable ability to perform tricks using only his mouth. Dressed in a distinctive red and white striped suit that made him resemble a caterpillar more than a man, he quickly captured hearts. Over 45 years, Randian earned several nicknames, each a testament to his unique talents. He was known as the Snake Man, the Human Torso, the Human Worm, and the Human Caterpillar. Yet Randian was more than just a performer. He possessed a keen intellect, conversing fluently in multiple languages and demonstrating his capability to handle everyday tasks such as shaving and writing. His ability to expertly roll and smoke cigarettes with his lips even landed him a role in the 1932 films, Freaks. Randian's life was a remarkable blend of the extraordinary and the ordinary. Despite his abnormal appearance, he managed to lead a surprisingly normal life. He married his wife, Princess Sarah, and together they raised 4 children. Yet, tragedy struck shortly after he gave his final performance. Randian passed away from a heart attack at the age of 63. Though he stood shorter than most, his legacy endures as a witness to the incredible human spirit and the indomitable power of determination. His life serves as a powerful reminder that our physical limitations need not define us, and that within each of us lies the potential for extraordinary achievements, regardless of the obstacles we may face. Now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. Check out these intriguing pictures that remind us of another circus freaks this list can't contain. Admittedly, the second image is of an actress, Angela Bassett, who acted the role of a 3-breasted freak in the series, American Horror History. She was able to bring depth and humanity to a character that could have easily been reduced to a mere spectacle. She also embraced her uniqueness, like many have on this list. This character learned to celebrate her differences, ultimately becoming a symbol of strength and self-acceptance. However, the image in the first frame makes us wonder. We have no information about the young girl in the picture, and it has raised a lot of questions about her participation in circus shows during her time. We are lost in a wave of bewilderment by the strength she possesses, and we are curious to know more about her. Have you ever come across this fascinating picture? Do you know more about the girl in the frame? Let's hear from you in the comment section below. Number 5. The Elephant Girl. Susie suffered from ichthyosis, a condition that thickened her skin, gave it a grayish hue, and caused it to crack, resembling the rugged texture of an elephant's hide. Growing up, she faced both physical discomfort and emotional pain, as her peers subjected her to ridicule and exclusion because of her distinctive appearance. It was a challenging journey, but her resilience and determination shone through. Remarkably, her condition became the foundation of her success as a performer on the freak show circuit during the 1920s. Even though she was naturally shy and uncomfortable in the spotlight, Susie's unique appearance drew crowds and generated substantial income. She even had the opportunity to work with the Ringling Brothers, the epitome of success in that profession during that era. However, Susie's path to success was not without sacrifices. Amid the looming war in her native land, Germany, she made the brave decision to emigrate to the United States with her manager. She left behind her homeland to seek opportunities in New York, a place where she could continue her career. She exhibited her uniqueness at venues like the Hubert Museum and Coney Island, where she faced a mix of reactions from onlookers. Throughout it all, Susie remained remarkably stoic. She didn't even shed a tear when children pointed and laughed at her, despite her inability to sweat and her need to rub her arms with ice to cool down during scorching summers. Susie's story is a reminder that there is often much more to a person than meets the eye. Her journey underscores the strength of character that allows individuals to rise above societal expectations and challenges, embracing their uniqueness as a source of strength rather than a burden. She serves as an inspiration for us all to celebrate our differences and face life's trials with courage and grace. Number 4. Edouard Bpre Giant. At the turn of the 20th century, well before the world came to know Andre the Giant, there was this man named Edouard Bpre who, in his own right, roamed the world as a genuine giant. He was born in Saskatchewan, Canada, and Edouard's stature defied all expectations. He grew to an astonishing height of over 8 feet by the time he reached his early 20s. However, Edouard was not merely a spectacle for public amusement, he was also a very strong man. At the tender age of 17, Edouard decided to leave behind the life of a rancher and embarked on a journey that took him across cities and continents. He showcased his incredible strength by performing feats that left audiences in awe, by bending iron bars as if they were mere twigs and hoisting horses onto his massive shoulders. These were among his remarkable displays of power. His travels took him from Winnipeg to Montreal, and he even spent some time in sunny California. In Montreal, he faced off against the renowned French-Canadian strongman Louis Cyr in a memorable contest of strength, though Edouard may have lost that battle. Unfortunately, Edouard's extraordinary life was marked by a sudden and tragic end. At the young age of 23, he succumbed to a pulmonary hemorrhage, leaving behind a legacy that would continue to captivate even in his absence. His lifeless body was discovered in a long-forgotten hangar within Bellerive Park, where children playing nearby stumbled upon the remains of this larger-than-life figure. His immense size made him a spectacle even in death. For a fee of $25, Edouard's body was transported to the anatomy department. His journey took yet another turn when his body underwent a unique transformation. It was mummified by an expert doctor and placed within a glass sanctuary. Finally, Edouard Bpre could find the peace he had often been denied in life, free from the prying eyes of the curious who had trailed him throughout his remarkable journey. Number 3. JoJo the Dogfaced Boy. Fedor Jeftachu, or JoJo as he was known in the sideshow Circus, was born in Russia in 1868. He lived with a condition known as hypertrichosis, causing excessive hair growth on his face and body, resembling that of a dog. Remarkably, this condition ran in his family, with his father, Adrian, earning the moniker Siberian Dogman due to his own hypertrichosis. Fedor's journey into the world of freak shows took a significant turn when he came under the mentorship of none other than P.T. Barnum. Barnum, a master of entertainment and publicity, brought young Fedor and his father to America. Here he crafted an exotic narrative, claiming that Fedor had been discovered in the wild forests of Russia, further enhancing the intrigue surrounding the dog-faced boy. Under the billing of JoJo, the dog-faced boy, Barnum played up the supposed animalistic behaviors and mannerisms of Fedor to amplify the spectacle. Yet behind the scenes, the boy was recognized as a kind and intellectually capable individual who could converse in multiple languages. He was celebrated for his wit and refined demeanor. This contrast between Fedor's public persona and his true self epitomizes the deceptive nature of the sideshow entertainment industry. It underscores how these shows often capitalize on the physical differences of individuals while neglecting their genuine personalities and talents. Nonetheless, Fedor became a successful act, drawing sizable audiences and earning a substantial income. Even after Barnum's passing, he continued to perform, making appearances in Europe before retiring in Greece. His passing in 1904 marked the end of an era, closing a chapter in the golden age of freak shows. Number 2. The Legless Acrobat. Eli Bowen was born in Richland County, Ohio, with a genetic condition that resulted in seal-like limbs. His feet were essentially glued to his hips, a rare case of the condition known as popular amelia. Yet this didn't deter him. Eli transformed his supposed limitations into a source of strength and opportunity. From an early age, Eli Bowen exhibited remarkable determination. Despite his underdeveloped lower limbs, he refused to be confined by his physical condition. He learned to walk on his hands using wooden blocks and soon began to experiment with acrobatics. By the tender age of 13, he had joined Major Brown's Coliseum, a traveling circus group. Here, he wowed audiences with acrobatic feats that included cartwheels and backflips, all accomplished despite his deformity. Eli quickly gained a reputation for being an incredible acrobat and a strong man, skills that undoubtedly contributed to his success in the world of freak shows. These shows not only provided him with a platform to showcase his talents, but also offered a substantial income. However, Eli's story goes beyond the confines of the circus scene. In a testament to his resilience and determination, he married and went on to have 4 children who, in his eyes, were a source of immense pride. Remarkably, he lived to the ripe age of 80, defying the expectations placed upon someone with a rare genetic condition. In 1880, a pamphlet titled The Wonder of the Wide World was published, sharing the true story of Mr. Eli Bowen. It offered a glimpse into his extraordinary life. From Eli's story, we learn that humans can adapt, overcome, and achieve remarkable success, even in the face of adversity. Number 1. The living skeleton. At the age of 12, Isaac Sprague began to inexplicably lose weight, though he had a healthy appetite. He was born in 1841 in Massachusetts, and this is when his life took an unusual turn. His weight continued to plummet alarmingly, baffling doctors who couldn't pinpoint the cause. It is now believed that he suffered from extreme progressive muscle atrophy. That's a condition that made conventional work challenging. Faced with limited options, Sprague turned to the world of the freak show. He initially became part of a local show where he caught the keen eye of none other than P.T. Barnum, known for his penchant for unique attractions. Barnum quickly signed him up, and Sprague soon became one of the most sought-after acts at the Barnum American Museum. During his performances, he would stand on a platform in a costume that accentuated his skeletal physique, fascinating audiences despite his apparent frailty. Despite his physical condition, Sprague was known for his lively and courteous demeanor. He often engaged the audience in conversations about his personal life, providing a glimpse into the man behind the spectacle. He managed to achieve some semblance of a normal life, marrying twice and having 3 children. However, his deteriorating condition posed increasing challenges for him to continue performing. He retired multiple times, only to return to the stage out of financial necessity. In 1887, at the age of 46, Isaac Sprague passed away, marking the conclusion of a career defined by the harshness of his physical condition and the exploitation that came with it. Nonetheless, his life serves as a compelling testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Despite his condition, he managed to carve out a life for himself, though it was one filled with spectacle and public scrutiny. In the face of adversity, Sprague's life serves as an enduring example of resilience and fortitude. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.